Alright, what's up guys? This is Algebra 2, Chapter 1.2b. This time we're going to be talking about the transformations of absolute value functions. So let's get started. So now you guys going to see the homework you guys going to be working on. And then in this homework, you guys are going to do the same thing. You guys going to give me two V shape. Okay, so it's going to be a parent function and the given function. All right, so first of all, let's look at the parent function of absolute value. Okay, it's going to be this one right here. It's a V shape. Okay, the lowest point at 0, 0. Okay, so this is your parent function. All right, so let's quickly go over the transformations, all the transformations on the absolute value function. Okay, so first you want to look at the negative. The negative sign tells you that it's going to be a reflection. So you guys will be reflecting over x-axis. Okay. Next, you guys want to look at the a value. That's called the coefficient. So this is the coefficient of the absolute value. Okay, so this is gonna give you either steeper or flatter. Now let's look at the something happen inside the absolute value function or notation. Okay, so plus minus. So this is going to give you something called the horizontal translation, so that your whole entire V shape is going to move either left or right. Yeah, horizontal, right? And then the last thing is going to be the K. So plus minus K, it's either going to be going up or down. We call the vertical translation. Okay, so let's get started with the reflection. Okay, so whenever you guys see a reflection, I'll show you guys on the XY axis. Start with the parent function. Okay, so parent function is going to be a V shape at the origin. Okay, so now let's look at this one. There's going to be a reflection. So a reflection, this negative sign is not on directly on the X. Okay, it's actually outside. So this is basically saying that I'm putting a negative on the Y. Okay, if it's not on the X, it's going to be on the Y. Okay, so if you put a negative on the Y, this is going to reflect over x-axis. So as a matter of fact, majority of, or like 90%, 80%, I should say, 80% of your reflection is going to be reflecting over x-axis. So you're going to reflect over x-axis. So this is how it's going to look. Your V is going to have an upside down V. Okay, so this is your f of x equals to negative absolute value of x. Okay, I should label this one right here. This is f of x, your parent function, absolute value of x. So compare it, pause and compare it. All right, here we go. One more time. Steeper or flatter. Okay, let's just say that you guys go to a skateboard ramp. Okay, it should be a U, but this time it's gonna be a V shape. Just imagine that it's a V-shaped ramp. Okay, so if you say, oh, okay, I'm gonna try on level 1. Okay, so I'll say that level 1 looks like this. Okay, what happened if you have a level 2? So you know that this V has to be steeper. Okay, imagine yourself right here. Okay, this is you. Okay, skating. Now with level 2, this V should be a little steeper than the level 1, right? Okay, so creates a lot more possibility on falling your ass, right? Okay, so now what happened if you go like, I can't even do level 1, so I'm gonna do like level 1/2, something less than 1. So you're gonna draw your V lot flatter. Okay, it's going to be a lot easier if you skid on it, right? Okay, so what happened? You're gonna go like, okay, so I can't even do any of them. I'm gonna go home. That's level 0. Okay, so level 0, it's another one. Oops, what did I do? Okay, level 0, it's another one that's gonna be a flat line. So every time you guys have a coefficient equals to 0, you guys gonna get a flat line. Okay, so you can take your stuff home. Okay, so that's just the concept of steeper or flatter. Okay, so now let's look at some examples here. So look at this one. 3, level 3. So it's going to be steeper. Okay, if you guys look at what level 1/2, it's going to be flatter. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this right here. So, good habit. You're going to draw the regular size b. This is your parent function. Okay, so what happened if it's steeper? So you guys going to draw a steeper v. All right, this time I'm not going to label it. Okay, I don't want to make it too messy. So if it's level 1/2, you want to give me flatter v. So it's going to look like this. Okay, so that's just the steeper and flatter. Okay, next thing before I talk about translation, horizontal translation, I want you guys to keep in mind, this is going to benefit you guys in Algebra 2 or even pre-cal. Okay, first thing I want to look at is whenever you guys see that a bracket like absolute value notation, parentheses, okay, or a radical function, radical square roots, cube root, whatever, or whatever that you see a parentheses with the log, anything that's bracket, and you see that there's x, it's either adding or subtracting a number, this is what you need to do. You want to set this x, okay, for example, x minus 3. So x minus 3, you want to set whatever that's inside equals to 0. So equal to 0. Okay, I have to say this so many times because it's so important. You have to set it equal to 0 and then you solve for x. So in order to solve for x, you have to add 3 on both sides. So that's going to equal to x equals to 0 plus 3. So x equals to 3. Positive 3. Okay, in this case, it's going to go towards the right by 3 units. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how it goes. So horizontal translation. Look at this. You have to set this expression inside a absolute value notation equal to 0. Looks like somebody's face, right? Okay, so x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to 3. Okay, which means that the entire v is going to get shifted towards the right by 3 units. So I'm going to show you guys how this looks. Start with the parent function. Gonna draw regular size v. Okay, there's no steeper or flatter in this case. There is no reflection. You're simply just gonna go towards the right by 3 units. So you're gonna go start from the origin. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3 towards the right by 3. Your v now it's gonna have it the lowest point at x equals to 3. This is x equals to 3, right? So this is gonna be your graph. Alright, so this time you see that it's x plus 2 inside of the absolute value. So set this equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to, so you subtract 2 on both sides. So 0 minus 2, that's negative 2. Okay, so now this time, oops, sorry, I forgot to tell you that this is going to go towards the left by 2. So let's grab the parent function first, good habit, and then I'm going to go towards the left by 3. So start from the origin, now you're going to go left by 2 units. So this is going to be your V shape. Okay, just draw me something that's similar steepness as your parent function and just shift towards the left by 2 units. All right, so vertical translation. This is kind of similar to the linear function. Okay, so this is not inside. There's nothing going on inside, okay? It's happening outside of the absolute value. So plus 3, simply just go up by 3. Okay, so now let me show you. So you're going to draw your parent function. Okay, and then you're going to go up by 3. So start from origin, count 3. 1, 2, 3. So your V shape is going to go up by 3. Okay, this is, let me label this for once. Absolute value of x plus 3. Okay, minus 2. So this time it's going to be similar concept. So this is going to go down by 2. Down 2. So let's graph this. So you have your parent function and you're going to go down by 2. So count from origin down by 2. 1, 2. So it's going to look like this. The V shape is going to just shift down by 2 units. Okay, so this is the one that's f of x equals to absolute value of x minus 2. The previous one was just your parent function. Okay. All right, so here's an overview again. So let's talk about the transformation. So negative in the front, it's going to be a reflection over x-axis. Basically, this is your cheat sheet. Okay. So if a value is greater than 1, then that means it's going to be steeper. I was going to write steep, but never mind. Okay, if the a value is less than 1, it's going to be flatter. Okay, all right, so here it comes with the most important or interesting concept is you gotta have to set this inside the bracket. In this case, it's an absolute value function. So you gotta have to set it equal to 0, and then you solve it. Okay, if x is equal to a positive number, it's gonna go right. Okay, if x is equal to a negative number, it's gonna go left. Okay, now let's look at the last one. Positive, simply just go up. Negative, simply just go down. Okay, show you guys some examples here. No worries. So showing you guys how your homework is going to look like. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to pick number 2. So let's always, this is what I do. I like to just graph the parent function. Because on the test, if you just graph the parent function, you're going to get partial credit. Okay, so this is your parent function. Y equals to absolute value of x. All right, so now you're going to analyze it. Okay, so 2, steeper. Damn, I should have spelled the whole thing. All right, so this is a steeper, okay? Next thing, set inside the absolute value equals to 0. So x minus 3 equals to 0, and then x is going to equal to 3. Okay, minus 1, that means it's going to go down by 1 unit. Okay, sorry, this is right 3. Okay, so you guys going to give me a steeper v, okay, like this, steeper v, but it's going to go down by 1 unit and then right by 3 units. Okay, so I'm going to erase all these. Oops, erased a little too much. Okay, so now I'm going to go down by 1 unit, right by 3 units. This is going to be my vertex, which is the lowest point, and then I'm going to draw my V shape. Has to be, damn, looks like a parabola. Okay, V shape like this. Okay, I'm not doing it so perfectly because I'm doing it on the iPad. All right, so this is going to be your answer. So this is the y equals to 2 absolute value x minus 3 minus 1. Okay, that's your answer right here. I read V. Okay, so similar problem, right? All right, this time start with the regular size v. It's your parent function. Y equals to absolute value of x, and then analyze it. Steep, and then nothing going on inside of absolute value, so there's no shifting towards the left or right. We call it the horizontal translation. Plus 3 tells you that it's going to go up by 3. Okay, so think of it, it's going to be a steep V, and that's going up by 3. All right, so start from the origin, 1, 2, 3, and then just give me a steep, give me a steep V. Just steeper than the parent function is good enough. So y equals to 3 absolute value of x plus 3. 2 more, okay, we're almost there. All right, so this time we got oops, bad habit. Okay, let's start with the parent function. Regular size v. Okay, this is your, not f of x. Y equals to absolute value of x. This time let's use purple. Damn, I already have a pink over here. Okay, so purple. Now we're gonna have, colors too close to each other. I use pink. Steeper, right? Okay, so set this inside a absolute value equal to 0. So x plus 3 equals to 0. X equals to negative 3. So that means that you're gonna go towards the left by 3 units. And then you have a minus 3 over here. That means it's gonna go down by 3 units. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go from the origin. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Left 3, down 3. 1, 2, 3. So your vertex, the lowest point, is gonna be right there. Negative 3, negative 3. Okay, it's gonna be a steep V. So got this one. Perfect one. So y equals to 3 absolute value of x plus 3 minus 3. All right, so let's look at the last one. Can't wait to finish this one, huh? All right, so this time I'll have a good habit. Draw my parent function. Okay, this is my y equals to absolute value of x. Now let's use red. Okay, so this time you guys are gonna see a negative. That means there's gonna be a reflection. Okay, and then a 2, that means it's gonna be steeper. Just put S. And then inside of the Absolute value, we're going to set it equal to 0. So x plus 4 equals to 0 minus 4 on both sides. So x equals to negative 4. Okay, so that means it's going to go left by 4 units. And then you have a plus 4. That means it's going to go up by 4 units. Okay, so reflection, that means that it's going to reflect it over x-axis. So your v is going to be an upside down v. Okay, but it's going to be steeper. So it should be something steep like this. Okay, upside down, steep v. But it's going to go up by 4 units, left by 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be your highest point. Upside down v and steep. Okay. After I label this, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, so that's it. That's it for chapter 1.2b, the transformations of absolute value function. Peace out.